Hi everyone, it's Shakti Durga, and welcome to this episode of the Soul Talk podcast. Each episode is going to feature some of the highlights from live trainings, retreats, online classes, and presentations that I've done around the world. If you find value in it, please text the link to the podcast to a friend or share it with your networks. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste. For every person that ever comes here to Earth School, life is a classroom. Whether you know it or not, that's what's going on. Your soul comes to Earth to embody wisdom. So the inner essence of your soul already knows so much. There's access to total wisdom, but it's never had to live through what's it like when you've got these emotions, when you've got these fears, when you've got this pressure, when you have this and this thing going on. How do you then live into that? Your soul is actually here to have experiences that then create a richness and a luster within the soul that only those kinds of lessons can give it. Classrooms for the soul, usually they're not all that much fun compared to what the ego would choose. The ego would like things to be amazing all the time. We're always happy, we're always healthy, we always have everything we want. We always have plenty of money, we have plenty of friends, plenty of love, but that's really only of secondary importance to the soul. It's a bit like the carrot that is dangled in front of us to keep us moving towards those things. And I would also say it's the natural state of your higher soul, is all those beautiful divine feelings and states is what we are. But here on earth, oh my goodness, how easy is it to forget that that's who we be when we're involved in stressful situations, when there's challenges, both at a community level, at a personal level, at a national level, or a global level. Then it's very easy to get very upset about it. It's very easy to get very lost in the process and to feel very powerless. The whole thing about powerlessness is a big illusion, actually. And whenever we feel that we are a victim, we've stepped into powerlessness, and the only thing left to us is to take the moral high ground and tell everybody else how wrong they are about whatever it is they're doing. And whilst that is definitely satisfying to the ego, in terms of actually developing as a soul or changing the way things are going on in the world, it's probably not the best strategy. So instead, we look at how do we bring heaven to earth? How do we somehow play a part in the renovation of the parts of earthly life that are important to us? How do we anchor heaven on earth for us and for other people? I'm very fascinated by that concept. And for me, it comes down to, I believe that every person has, in a way, designed the play of their own life. That at a higher soul level, we've got the good guys, the bad guys, and the part we've assigned to ourselves. And some people assign themselves a starring role in the production of their own life, and other people don't. They're always a bit player. They're always the second or the support person, or they just come on for brief moments and they give their energy and power to other people and they take center stage in the life, which can be okay for a while, but in the end becomes very dissatisfying. One of the things we can do is to start looking at, are we giving our power away? Are we feeling victimized? Are we actually giving someone else the leading role in the life that the soul has put you here so that you can find that space within yourself? I find that when we raise our vibration, and that can take a bit of effort, can't it? It's not an instant fix. We have to raise the average of our vibration. It's not just one or two meditations. It's certainly meditate, raise your vibration, do any spiritual practice, but then how do you live that in your life? And when we manage that, then bit by bit, we start to rewrite the part that we're playing in the drama of our own life. So I've seen people who, when I first meet them, they are playing a very unhappy supporting role in a drama that seems to star somebody else. And as we work with the vibration and tools to help them support their new vibration, then that person is able to call their spirit back and reclaim their sense of self. And you might think, well, does this mean that you're just sort of training people to be self-centered? And I say, no, not at all. If we don't look after ourselves first and love the self, then we don't usually have a lot left over to really consciously love, serve, and help other people. So when we get our own house in order, then the sky's the limit in terms of the things that we're able to do. So I've seen people go from, for example, a situation where they just get into relationship after relationship where they're not respected. But then after we do the inner work and we work on self-respect, we work on our vibration, then the new part we play in the drama of our life is the part of a respected person. This has such phenomenal knock-on effects into every part of life because you see respect in this interaction and in this interaction and in that interaction. And it's as though everybody else has changed. But in fact, we've changed. And then all of the energies, the lines of light, they've all changed. And they change, in essence, the lines that other people have in the drama of our life. So there's a good metaphor for us all to look at how it is that we are writing the play of our life. And if we don't like the parts that other people in our life are playing, then rather than try and just recast the other characters, why don't we look at really going within, changing and transforming ourselves, and then watch as the universe seems to magically, miraculously change all the other players in your life. Even if it's the same people, it's like they're playing a different part. They're loving, they're respectful, and totally gorgeous. So pay attention and see if you can notice this phenomena that I'm talking about, either in your own life or in the lives of other people who are on a conscious path, a spiritual path. It's very entertaining and gives us a feeling that, this stuff we do is real. And that's always a good thing, don't you think? Namaste. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Soul Talk. I hope the podcast has served you in creating a happier and more abundant life. If you've enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favourite podcast app. If you'd like to connect with me, head over to shaktidurga.com.